It's time for Animaniacs. Animaniacs Reboot confirmed and is being developed by Steven Spielberg himself. This news is coming from IndieWire, who broke the news early today, which is May 30th, 2017. And it is being developed by Steven Spielberg and Warner Brothers Animation, which very much so excites me, because if we were to get a reboot like this, if the likes of Steven Spielberg were not involved, I do not want another Powerpuff Girls 2016 on our hands. But I'm going to go ahead and read this press article, and we'll go through it together. Amblin Television and Warner Brothers Animation are kicking around a brand new version of the hit 1990s cartoon, IndieWire has learned. The potential reboot comes as Animaniacs has experienced a new surge in popularity since arriving on Netflix as of last year. Steven Spielberg, who developed the original as a follow-up to the success of his Tiny Toon Adventures, is expected to be on board in crafting the updated version. There's no home yet for Animaniacs, and insiders caution that it's still in the early stages of development. But 1990s nostalgia is big business these days, which Cartoon Network, for some fucking reason, hasn't gotten through their thick skull. Witness the success of another Warner Brothers TV title, Fuller House, which is one of the most watched originals on Netflix. Animaniacs ran for 99 episodes from 1993 to 1995 on Fox Kids before moving to Kids WB from 1995 to 1998. It also spawned the primetime spinoff Pinky and the Brain, which aired on the WB. The cartoon consisted of various segments, including Pinky and the Brain, all tied together by the Warner siblings, Yakko, Wakko, and Dot, who were said to have been trapped in the Warner Brothers water tower since the 1930s until their escape. Tom Ruegger, who oversaw the show's creation, was inspired by his own 3 children in developing the characters. Animaniacs was popular with kids, but young adults also gravitated to its sophisticated humor and references. Voice stars on the series included Rob Paulsen, Tress MacNeille, if I'm saying that right, Jess Harnell, Sherry Stoner, and Maurice LaMarche, who was the voice of the Brain, I believe. And each episode was also heavily scored with original songs and music. Animaniacs won 8 Daytime Emmy Awards during its run, as well as a Peabody Award. Too often today, animation on television is produced in a workmanlike manner with little attention paid to characterization, illustration, and above all, narrative storytelling. The Peabody website says in explaining the 1993 honor, and it's true, especially today. This series, with appeal to adults as well as children, reminds us of the glory days of Hollywood animation and brings that period up to date with sparkling characters, witty dialogue, and stunning production. The magic touch of executive producer Steven Spielberg is in evidence in the work of senior producers Rich Ahrens and Sherry Stoner, and the rest of the outstanding production team. For restoring quality to the daily animated television series, and for doing so in thoroughly engaging and highly kinetic manner, a Peabody to the Steven Spielberg Presents Animaniacs. So basically, this whole description here is just describing how they were able to win a Peabody Award, which is amazing for animation. The show ended with the 1999 direct-to-video release Wakko's Wish, which is a very good movie. I highly recommend checking that out. For me, it's an instant Christmas classic. I rewatch it every year. But the show remains so fondly remembered that Paulsen and the cast recently announced plans to reunite via Animaniacs Live stage shows, including one last month in La Mirada, California, if I said that right, with more dates later this year. To refresh your memory, below is a framed Animaniacs theme song, blah, 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 blah. And, yeah, that's the end of the article. So, Animaniacs is back, which I am really excited about, because if you guys actually remember, funnily enough, earlier this year, I did release a video of a top 5 shows I would like to come back, and Animaniacs, I don't remember if that was my number 1, or it was high up there. It was in my top 5. And so I'm very excited for this to be coming out, because and for the exact reasons why I stated in that video. If you want to go more in depth, feel free to check out that video. I'll have a link for it down in the description. But Animaniacs was a show that not only could kids watch because it was zany and it had, funny jokes, but a lot of the jokes kids couldn't really get. A lot of that stuff was for the adults. And the reason why I'm kind of very excited about it today is because, let me tell you this, Animaniacs would oftentimes, almost all the time, throw shade at Bill Clinton, Hillary Clinton. Animaniacs got very political in its jokes. So it could go either way, whether it be right wing or left wing or a little bit of both. It's just got amazing commentary on social issues from back in the day, and so I think it's amazing that this kind of a show is back. And I really hope that they continue to tackle that. Could you imagine Yakko, Wacko, and Dot having hijinks with Donald Trump and the Trump family? I think that would be absolutely hysterical, and honestly, this year is probably the perfect time for Animaniacs to come back. There's so much stuff that has happened within the past few years and is currently going on right now. Could you imagine an episode where the Animaniacs go to Korea and start fucking with Kim Jong-un? I could totally see that happening because they used to do that kind of shit all the time back in the original Animaniacs. The possibilities are currently endless, and I couldn't be more excited for the return of Animaniacs. Comment down below how you feel about this. I'm going to leave a link to the IndieWire article down in the description below. Go ahead and check it out. Send some love over there to them for breaking this story. And guys, I am extremely hyped and excited for this, and I hope you guys are too. I'll catch you guys later. Bye.